Well, also at the Statehouse today, the House took up the ethics complaint against Representative Priscilla Giddings. Now, Representative Giddings reportedly shared the name, photo, and personal information of a 19-year-old Statehouse intern who told police that former Representative Aaron Von Ellinger raped her. An ethics committee earlier this year found that Giddings used social media posts in a newsletter to publish the name of the legislative intern who reported that she was raped by one of Giddings' colleagues, Von Ellinger. Now, the ethics committee wrote that Giddings, quote, was evasive, combative, and not forthright in her own ethics hearing, and that her decision to send out the 19-year-old's name could convince other victims of harassment, mistreatment, and assault to never come forward. The committee says they also found that Giddings lied. So on the agenda today was, how did the House of Representatives as a group want to handle this? Well, lawmakers spoke at length about Giddings' actions and the need to hold lawmakers accountable for their words and actions. Democrat Representative James Ruckty had this thought.
We have certain standards here, and that when we have a member who has violated those standards, that we call it out, and that we call it out not just for ourselves, but so that the state can understand, our community members can understand we have standards and we recognize bad behavior. This was bad behavior. It was wrong. The good lady from District 7 knows it was wrong.
During the extended debate, Representative Giddings took time to defend her actions and draw attention to due process. Giddings argued that there were holes in the Ethics Committee's process and that she was not out of line in her actions. Giddings said today that she would make the same choices again that she previously did and claimed she did nothing wrong.
I will continue to stand up for due process. I will fight for anyone and everyone when it comes to due process. I will continue to fight for freedom in a nation that is slowly losing it. I would not have done anything differently. I think my intent was pure. But I also know that this is so much bigger than me. I know but nothing I said here today or anything that I have said in the past is going to change your mind. So vote your conscience, and we will move forward, and I will continue to fight for freedom. God bless you all.
So after 2 hours of debate, members of the House did vote. They voted 49-19 to remove Representative Giddings from the Commerce and Human Resources Committee for, quote, conduct unbecoming of a legislator. Giddings, though, does remain on a member of the Local Government Resources and Conservation Committee and State Affairs. And I spoke with lawmakers about the action to remove Giddings from the Commerce and Human Resources Committee. Some lawmakers tell me that they think it's a weak punishment and a waste. Others say it's sending an important message despite the actual action.
It wasn't a very big punishment, really. She was taken off a committee that seldom meets and doesn't pass a lot of bills. And as she said in her own floor speech, she said, great, this will give me more time to do other things. So, all in all, it was not a very severe punishment. But nevertheless, I think it sent some message just that, the body, is active in policing its own and in taking action when it thinks that one of its members acts in an inappropriate fashion. So it was more of a symbolic than a real penalty, but it was something. It sent some message.
So the action today should essentially be the end of the Giddings ethics proceedings.